Before you begin to relax very deeply to the sounds of my words, I'm just going to say a few words about the bulimia and starting to move beyond this limiting and destructive pattern. Bulimia is different from just binging now and then, or eating more than you feel you should. There may be many different reasons why bulimia starts with someone. It could be that you learned the bulimic pattern from people around you. Perhaps you have issues with perfectionism and body image or self-esteem. Actually, overcoming bulimia can help normalize the tyranny of perfectionism. It can modify distortions of body image and, of course, raise self-esteem because you have taken back real control. Sometimes when the symptoms or results of, for example, low self-esteem are improved, the original cause begins to improve too. Some or all of the following descriptions of bulimia cycle may sound familiar to you. A typical bulimic cycle often starts with a feeling of stress or a build-up of tension. Next, there may be a period of planning, sometimes just a few minutes, during which time you decide when, where, and on what you are going to binge. Next comes that tranced out state, where everything else seems to fade into the background, and you can even forget time passing, and all outside thoughts and ideas, as you pile into the particular food you are binging on. Eventually, of course, the specific binge episode will end. Next in the bulimic cycle comes the purging, which can be making yourself throw up or taking laxatives or both. This is like an attempt to have your cake and eat it. The purging phase ends when no more can come out. Afterwards, you may be left with feelings of self-disgust. You may hate yourself for binging. And you may feel as if bulimia has stolen your energy, stolen your time, health, as well as your dignity and self-respect. You may feel it has even stolen your ability ever to enjoy food naturally and normally. Constant vomiting erodes the enamel from your teeth and can damage the delicate structures in your throat. Overuse of laxatives will seriously damage your long-term health. If your health has in any way been detrimentally affected by bulimia, you must consult a medically trained professional immediately. There are sure to be certain risk times in your life when bulimia is more likely to rear its ugly head and tempt you with what it can't, in the long term, really deliver. Bulimia promises you very attractive things, like feeling of security or sense of control, or sometimes even relief from boredom. When is it more likely to happen for you? When you are bored, stressed, disappointed, home alone? Just consider that for a moment. An episode of bulimia is very much like a negative hypnotic trance state. While it is in play, your focus of attention becomes locked. You forget everything else. Certain post-hypnotic triggers set it off. So, using this positive hypnotic session can help you unhook some of those trigger points. So, As you sit right there where you are, you can begin to relax. Maybe curious to know just how relaxed you can become. And you don't have to talk or move or make any effort at all. You don't even need to keep those eyes open any longer than you want. And you can choose to listen to my words I say, or just focus on the spaces in between, as that unconscious mind can listen and respond all by itself, and with each breath that you take in. And let out. You can begin to notice that wonderful flow of breath entering those lungs, like the air on a crisp autumn morning, refreshing you from the inside. A wonderful, calm relaxation filling that body, flowing easily like a meandering stream, reaching every single part of you. And I wonder which part of you will relax the most first. Perhaps that mind, just clearing away any less relaxing thoughts of the day. Or perhaps those shoulders sinking back even more deeply. Maybe that stomach digesting this gently warming relaxation. And you already know how to experience pleasant sensations, like the sound of waves lapping against a shore, or the feel of the rays of the sun on your skin. And as that relaxation deepens within, perhaps you can remember a wonderful time when you are so relaxed, a time when you are full of deep calm, a time when that body can just rest and relax so easily. And as you think about that time now, allowing those wonderful memories to flood throughout that body, like a river beginning to rise, noticing how effortlessly that body can begin to relax even more deeply. And I would like you to imagine taking a restful walk, perhaps through a woodland, or maybe through patchwork fields, relaxing deeper with each step forward, a calming comfort flowing around that body, every step moving you in the right direction, becoming aware of the feel of the ground beneath your feet, perhaps just the rustling of leaves, maybe the springiness of long grass. And as you move forward, getting the sense of the air against your skin, how a warming sun can begin to relax and warm you from the outside in. A wave of warming relaxation. And with each breath that you take, allowing that intoxicating relaxation to flow so easily within, relaxing and resting every single part of that body. Getting a sense of the aromas in the air around you. Perhaps a bonfire burning in the distance, or maybe the scent of flowers nearby, dancing in the breeze. And with each new step, becoming aware of the sights around you. How many colors and shapes can change in the new light. And somehow intensify. Perhaps many tall old trees around you. Canopies of leaves sheltering the ground beneath. Or maybe beautifully colored flowers painting their own canvas in so many delightful hues. Becoming aware of the sounds you can hear. Perhaps birds singing high above, or the sound of leaves rustling and whispering to each other. And you know just how easy and natural it is to relax and rest this well, knowing that you can return here whenever you want and experience again this deep relaxation. And I would like you to begin to think about an imaginary trip you can take in your mind to an island of serenity. And I don't know if you will choose to fly there, take a boat, perhaps swim, or ride on a dolphin to this beautiful place of yours. And you can begin to get a sense of this journey in your mind. And as I count down from 10, getting closer to that beautiful island, an island beyond all everyday concerns and considerations, beyond all judgments, a place of complete rest and comfort, of calm sanity and peace. And 10, and 9, taking those first few steps to begin that journey, and 8, and 7, moving in the right direction towards that island of calm and serenity, and 6, and 5, that destination coming ever closer, such a deeply relaxing journey, and 4, and 3, in sight now, clearer and clearer every moment, and 2, and 1, arriving on that beautiful island, taking a few moments to experience that deepening relaxation and calm. And you know where this island of serenity is actually deep within you. A fantastic center of calm clarity and peace. A place of such deep safety and calm. Such a comforting place. And you can just allow yourself to gently wander to the most relaxed part of this relaxed place. And just settle back there as you relax even more deeply. And you know that body of yours is a mutually respectful system. Those hands respecting the needs of that stomach responding respectfully to the needs of that brain. Brain, hands, and stomach all working together. And there is a certain species of woodpecker in the Black Forest of Germany. And this woodpecker feeds her offspring a pre-digested meal, catching beetles, swallowing them, and then regurgitating them into the mouths of her chicks. And for a time, this vomiting serves a useful purpose for the woodpecker and her offspring. But when the chicks are old enough to find food for themselves, in order to live life as nature intends, looking after themselves, the mother bird no longer needs to do this. And one day, that pattern just stops naturally, all by itself. And no woodpecker ever keeps up that behavior when it no longer serves a healthy function. And that pattern just drops away. And you will start to notice that those old prompts that used to trigger that bulimic cycle will just start to seem weaker and weaker in the future. That old pattern just won't hypnotize you anymore, and you will keep a healthy, stable weight without having to be out of balance. And in your mind, I would like you to form a picture of yourself in the future, looking at situations in the future when that old cycle would have once started. And you can watch yourself at those times, just drifting out of that cycle and just not doing it anymore, because its usefulness is over. So you can just do something else, noticing that, seeing what you do very clearly, noticing how easy it is, how natural, enjoying that feeling of control, looking after yourself as nature intends. Good. And just allowing another picture to form now, like watching yourself on video of a past binging situation, watching yourself in the past, watching that whole binge from the start to the very end, calm and detached and coolly observant. And you can choose to take that freedom from your future, right into your past. You can choose to do that now. Just watching that time again, right up to the moment when you were just about to, and this time noticing how naturally you didn't, and how well you controlled that time. Noticing just how calm and in control you look, completely ignoring the weakening voice of bulimia, trying to get one over on you. So calm and relaxed, so very much in control of that time, choosing to do something else. And imagine allowing yourself now to gently drift into that time after the count of 3, and 1, and 2, and 3. Great. Really sensing what it's like to experience that time as it would have been had you known how to be in control like this. Noticing what it is about you in this controlled situation that lets you understand the difference now. How in control you are. So calm and relaxed during that time. Choosing to do something else. Looking after yourself as nature intends. And moving from the past into your future now. And as you do, noticing how you are in control. Already 70% more than you used to be. Taking back that control. Really noticing those differences when you look after yourself as nature intends. Aware of those changes in you and those times. Drifting even further into the future. Being in control. 85% more than you used to be. So comfortable with that. Making those changes so easily. Looking after yourself as nature intends and further into that future. Soon in control 100% more than you used to be. That cycle broken forever. Gone. Looking after yourself. Easily. Comfortably. Enjoyably. As nature intends. So that just a little further in that future, now that you have broken that cycle, you can really become aware how good it is to have your life back on track, free of that old pattern, noticing all those differences in you, how you look, how you feel, the other people around you. Such a positive and relaxed you, in control, really taking the time you need to experience those positive changes in your life. Excellent. And in a few moments, you will find yourself coming back to the here and now. And you know that your unconscious mind has learned well for you today, at an instinctive level, beyond judgment. And it can embed that information deep within you, beginning to get a sense of that support behind your back, becoming aware of the scents and sounds in the room you are in, coming back to the here and now, opening those eyes, feeling confident and relaxed. Well done.